reason or another, pre-COVID, have experienced massive disruptions in the process, affecting their ability to repay. Moratoriums from banks like Equity have helped many businesses stay afloat amidst the pandemic. KTN's Noah Kipkemboi with those details.
The impact of COVID-19 did not spare the education sector, and Charles Muchama of Set Green Hill Academy in Kisii can attest to this.
Closure of all schools in the country, which was a directive from His Excellency the President. And while we were at home, we faced financial challenges to maintain our staff and operations of our businesses in the schools. We also faced challenges in paying and maintaining the staff.
Here in Nairobi, the Kenya School of Flying, well known for training aviators over the past 2 decades, was also not spared.
We had foreign students that had to stay on board, but despite the fact that they would not be able to be remitting any fees, we still had to try and keep them occupied for that duration. So with no inflows coming in, when parents are unable to pay, then you have no additional inflows to continue the services that you render. And of course, if you're going to end up flying, it means that you also are going to be accumulating your fuel bills. There is landing and parking that you must take care of, and there is also what we call the navigation fees.
With the disruption of cash flows in these businesses, they had to engage their creditors.
We got our strategic partner, who is Equity Bank, Kisii branch. They actually, they restructured our loans with they even paid, they waived the restructuring fee. We were able to maintain our staff in terms of salaries because Equity Bank paid salaries for our staff through the pandemic.
They were very, very supportive. They gave us pointers on exactly what considerations we needed to do and the kind of timelines. So even if you ask for a shorter period, they would advise you try and stretch it out so that then we are not having to come back and review that within a short time. And they would take on from something to do with 6 months and above. And you weren't also forced to continue paying the interest either. So they gave a total moratorium for the whole loan.
For Charles, there still lies an opportunity to grow as a business.
We started expanding immediately during the pandemic and incidentally, when other schools were closing down, ours we were expanding. And the second school is Imperial Primary School, the Mombasa Road branch, together who have grown with Equity Bank for almost more than 12 years. And now we started the third branch to accommodate these children from other academies who closed the shop because there were tenants or who faced financial constraints that they could not be able to stand.
But for Judy, the aviation space is still very uncertain.
Now we have a new challenge. With a new lockdown, we don't know what's going to happen next, because this first one expires in August. Hopefully, we should be back up and running again, but we're not too sure about how long the lockdown itself is going to last.
Moratorium from financial institutions have gone a long way to cushion many sectors of the economy, learning institutions included. But the sure way to recovery is reopening the economy and sprucing up productivity, which is missing currently. Noah Kipkemboi, KTN News, Wilson Airport, Nairobi.